dancer, your gal is here again with another video, and this one is to improve your fitness. And I was thinking to myself, a lot of the people struggle with exercise because it's not their thing. A lot of the people choose to do an exercise because they know it's the right thing to do. They want to be healthy, they want to look after themselves, they want to look better, if that's the right word to say, not necessarily better, but in a particular fit way, right? So that's why they exercise. But it's easy to give up, it's easy to slack off, it's easy not to do it enough when it's not your thing, when you don't really enjoy it, when you only enjoy the results, but the process you don't. So due to that fact, I thought I'll make a video of giving you 5 alternatives to exercise. So 5 different things you can do to actually get the exercise in without knowing that you're actually exercising. But it will have a phenomenal effect on your body. It will have a phenomenal effect on your mind. It will gonna keep that blood going up and down, and it will be very beneficial. And it will not be an obvious exercise, and maybe you'll find a way to connect with that better, and that will help you to keep going and improving on your health and in achieving the goals in the way you look. Yes, the goals that you have for the way you want to look. Whew, that was complicated. I'm trying to be politically correct, you know. I understand that beauty is in the beholder of the eye of the beholder. But the health is not debatable. So if you are kind of person who would like to keep up with their fitness, to be healthy, then definitely this video is for you. You'll find different ways you could put those exercises in and not feel like you actually have to go to the gym. So stick around. We're gonna continue with the tips in a second. First things first, if you're still watching this video, you might as well subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you lasted through the intro, that means clearly you are fascinated by this right here. So you might as well subscribe and just follow all of my videos. I am trying to give you nice tips and make this channel useful. So please subscribe, and now let's continue. The first alternative to proper exercises in the gym or like just working out is dancing. Now, said that, not every dance has the same effect. So it depends what kind of dance you will pick, is what kind of intensity to your body you're gonna have. For example, if you do a partner dance like salsa, it will be a little bit more intense than bachata because of the music. In salsa, the music is much faster all the time. Bachata has fast music, but not all the time. And salsa is pretty fast most of the time in tempos. So you will have a little bit more intense cardio, there's more turn patterns, so your body is more active. But if you choose Bollywood, for example, which I took on board lately, I'm doing Bollywood now, training myself with Bodyflex in London, shout out. Then it's even more intense. Bollywood is not a partner dance. That is like up, down, tiki-taki, riki-taki, and never ends. And it's so intense, a lot of jumping around. So to be honest, it's just as intensive, sometimes even more, if you would be in a gym doing a cardio class or like running or something. Is super intense, but you have great uplifting music. You have a teacher there with you actually teaching you some historical moments, what hand motion means something, and you're learning a skill, which is a dance. You get to socialize with the people. It's fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Ballet, for example, you might not get a lot of cardio, but you will definitely improve on your muscles and flexibility. So every dance is different, But the reality is, if you're gonna take up dancing and you're gonna do it more than like once in a blue moon, if you're gonna do it regularly, let's say 2 times a week, some sort of dance class, I guarantee that will improve so many things in your life. Health, your cardio, that means you will not gain as much weight as you would if you don't do anything with your body. So it's really, really good, and it's such a fun thing to do, and I definitely recommend it. Well, I should, because I am the dancer myself. But it really, really helps. Of course, if you have very, very specific fitness goals you want to achieve, it will not be enough. But if you just want to maintain what you've got and just feel a little bit more agile and have more stamina and more happiness in your life, dancing is definitely a good alternative to exercise. The second very good, super duper good alternative to exercise is martial arts. A lot of people into it, and I mean, if that's not a good alternative to exercise, I really don't know what is. I've done some Muay Thai, and when I was going through a time, now I'm lacking a little bit of time, so I don't do it as much, which is one thing that I regret. I'm sure I'll come back to it. But when I was doing it on a regular basis, there was a time when I was doing it 3 times a week continuously. My body was in the best shape it has ever been. Because to do martial arts, there is a lot of exercising as well. But again, you are learning a different skill. The exercises that you do for martial arts, depending what martial arts you're going to choose, is different. So, if you, for example, choose Taekwondo, then, there's going to be a lot of stretching. If you're going to choose Muay Thai, well, then just pray to survive, because that is just like insane, but it's also loads of cardio. So the muscle that you build, you don't gain it, you don't get any bigger, you get leaner and just much more stronger. It's insane. And then there's others that are different, but it's such a, again, amazing skill, because you can learn how to protect yourself. Or if you like that kind of thing, it has a lot of history behind martial arts. So loads of martial arts actually have meaning, so you can learn that as well. It's really, really cool, and you get to release a lot of whatever you've got inside, because once you do martial arts, you only focus on the martial arts, and then everything you have inside that is negative, you get to release it, which is an amazing positive thing, and so amazing for your head, just to calm yourself down. After 1 hour martial arts, you leave and you are a different person. But that is for sure an amazing alternative to exercise, like a gym or just with weights, if that makes any sense. Now we are at the third alternative to exercise. And I love this one as well. All of my tips I love so much, so much. I am a very active person. Like for me, I just love everything that is active. But that's just me. That's my personality. That's how I grew up. Anywho, let's get back to you. Sports could be an amazing alternative. And when I say sports, I mean any sport. It could be basketball, it could be football, it could be volleyball, tennis, any kind of sport that requires any kind of movement. And it's amazing because swimming, because you can actually choose anything. I mean, to say that you don't like any sports whatsoever would be a lie. I'm sure you could find something that you like. I mean, anything. Do you not like any sports at all? Well, then go to other alternatives. Go dancing. But for example, basketball, amazing, so much fun. It's a team playing, working thing. You got the ball, you chasing the ball. I like basketball. I'm from Lithuania originally, so basketball is kind of like, it's who we are. I love basketball. We got a lot of tall people as well. Will you gonna be a champion of some sort in that sport? No, it's probably too late for you if you haven't done it before when you were young. But will you have a lot of fun? For sure. Will you be better and gain a skill? Of course. Can you meet new people? For sure. It's amazing. Amazing. I know in England, football is very popular and tennis, and different places have different things, you know. But swimming, if you don't like necessarily to be involved in a team sport, swimming is fantastic. I mean, if that's not good for your body, I don't know, right? Every muscle works. If you just go swimming, let's say 2 times a week, and you do like a really good swimming session, that's amazing for your body. You're gonna be all tight and everything. Amazing. So pick a sport as your alternative and do not worry about the gym too much. The fourth alternative is not my favorite, and you probably will be thinking why I made it separate from the third one, which is sports. But maybe when I explain it, it will make sense. Cycling. Is it a sport? Yes. But why did I make it separate? Because cycling is such a popular thing to do in general. It's very good for the environment. So a lot of people these days choose, instead of taking a car, if it's shorter distance and if the weather permits it, they take a bicycle instead. Also, a lot of people do it on holidays for fun. It's an easy way to see the city and go around with a bicycle. Also, if you do it on regular basis, I mean, that's an amazing exercise and that is so good for your body. It's really fantastic fitness overall. Why is it not something I like? I like cycling back home in Lithuania. We live in the woods. Well, my parents live in the woods and we have a cycling path, and through the cycling path, we go to the sea. It's amazing because you go through the woods into the sea, there's no cars. So that's why I don't like cycling, because if there's any car around me, I feel like I'm gonna die. And when I'm driving, I know I have a tendency to, maybe I shouldn't say that on camera, because if anytime something bad happens, now you're gonna have evidence. So be it. I have a tendency to go towards the cyclists. I don't know what it is. They are so close to me when I'm driving and I'm looking at them and I swear I have to hold my wheel not to go towards them. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's why I drive very rarely. I like to be driven. Anyway, cycling is an amazing alternative for those who are not psycho like me and don't want to kill anybody. It's an amazing alternative to exercise. And probably if you're going to choose cycling, you're going to do it pretty often. If you choose it as an alternative to go to work or to get to places, you're probably going to do it very often. And that is kind of the key for great fitness, is just to keep it going. Sometimes people just do it once in a blue moon and it kind of isn't enough. It has to be continuous. So yeah, cycling, your alternative number 4 it was, right? I left this last alternative for last because it's not really alternative, but it can be. But I left it as for anybody who's not going to take up a sport, who's not going to start dancing, and who do not think of cycling. And what else was there? You know, if you're not going to do anything and you're not going to exercise as well, then this is kind of the alternative for you to at least keep on moving, and that is climbing. Climb anything you can. Some people say, I do a lot of walking. Amazing. If you do a lot of walking, amazing. Is it enough? Definitely not. I guarantee you don't walk enough for your body to actually have enough, unless you're on a strict diet. Do you know what I mean? But if you live a life where you want to indulge yourself in food whenever, however, you do what you want, walking is not enough. Climbing. So let me explain the climbing. You know how in if you live in London, or like if you live in New York or some other big city, you got escalators in the tube, to go down to the tube, to the underground. Climb them. Don't stand and wait till you get up. Climb them. If you're in a mall and there's an escalator, climb it. If there's an elevator and stairs, take the stairs. If you live on the 6th floor, on the 10th floor, or 25th floor, climb the stairs. Keep on climbing. When you climb, it's different than walking. You engaging different, like those machines that you get in the gym and you do this. That's what's happening to you, a full-on situation. Climbing is the key. Any chance you have to not take an elevator, to not take escalator, or climb an escalator instead, just do that. There's a lot of opportunities. If you see a castle, you're visiting something, and you have an opportunity to go to the top, go to the top. If not for the view, just for the fact that you're going to be moving your body. So I guess my last kind of alternative, that's not really alternative, it's like a last resort, that when you do absolutely nothing, at least do that. Now and then you come close to an escalator, you look at it, climb it. Remember this video? Remember my face? And hear my voice. Climb it. Anything you can climb, well, maybe. Maybe not everything, but you climb. Climb, walk, run, whatever. But just make an effort. Do not give yourself excuses. And at least you'll be doing that. And I promise you, if you just, every single moment that you can, choose not the easy way out, you will be doing something at least to keep your body moving. And that is definitely gonna have a big impact on you, especially if you don't exercise at all. So there you go. That's my 5 alternative. There you go, my 5 alternatives to exercise. But before I let you go, I just want to remind you, it's not alternative that you shouldn't exercise. That is not the case. You should always choose to exercise. And if you have any fitness goals, all of these things that I mentioned to you will not be enough. You will have to do extra exercises no matter what. Any sort of goal, you want to change the shape or the way you look, you will have to do extra. But these are something that you can do to start your body moving. And some of them are quite intense suggestions. So it's not going to be just a stroll in the park as a walk, right? So they are some of them really intense alternatives. But remember, it's only an alternative if you do consistently. And you need consistency. If you're gonna do it once in a month, it ain't gonna be any alternative. You just did something once a month. But if you do once a week, preferably 2 times a week, one of those options, keep on going, then it's definitely a good way to get yourself in a place where you're comfortable with your body, you're a little bit healthier, and everything seems to be a little bit easier to do. Does that make sense? But if you can, please put some exercises on top of it as well. And remember, every Wednesday you will get some exercises from me to you, the ones that everybody can do. So keep on watching me, ring the bell to be notified for more videos, and I will see you very soon. And have you subscribed? Bye.